And I believe that by the time you start thinking differently as an individual, as a people, as an organization, as a group, things will start getting better. This is not just about Tinubu. It is not all about Wike. It is not all about, you know, people in power. It is all about you and me. How do we move further? How do we start thinking differently? How do we elect people into offices? How do we assess their manifestation? How do we assess what they have done before coming into power or seeking for power? What are those things that we hold significance and that will warrant us voting for them? These are some of the things that we should be thinking. Not somebody who will queue you on the line, giving you 200 naira to vote for him, and they hold that. Anybody who buys your vote is ready to gain that money back because it is a money politics. It's a business. He buys for gain. He buys for profits. And when he gets there, he must reap what he sow first before thinking of you. And as we all know, the Constitution of Nigeria did not give room to an individual to stay in office for 20, 40, 50 years. You just have a two tenure. The first one is 4 years, the second one is another 4 years. Some of them could not even win the second tenure, which is 4 years, and they are gone. The point here is the problem is not just the politicians, the problem is us, the voters, the citizens of this country. Our way of thinking, our myopic way of thinking about politics, the way we see politics, the way we see politicians, and the way we see things around us really contributed to the problems we are swimming in today. Government in, government out. They've come with series of policies. Some of them are flamboyant in the eyes, melodious in the ears, very attractive to convince the minds of an individual. But the execution along the way, gets poorer. And that is from us because they cannot do it. They have to look for somebody who executes it for them. And every one of us is looking towards seeing how he makes money. He doesn't even think of people around him. We've seen a lot of people who are buoyant enough. They have to eat in the morning, eat in the afternoon, eat in the evening with extra. And their neighbors are hungry. They cannot even look at them and say, hey, look, take this and feed your family. All men to themselves. Then why should we sit down day in, day out? Complaints of of this particular set of people year in, year out. And by the time they come out, we cast the vote for them and they'll go back again. The senators, the member House of Representatives, the member House of Assemblies, our council chairman, and all other elected people. They'll come, they'll tell us no, they'll use the same scenario to campaign every year. You see that road? By the time we are voted in, we are going to build the road, we are going to dualize it, how many kilometers, and after the tenure elapse, they'll come back again. We've started that road. By the time you vote us again, we are going to complete the job. It becomes, a child play. However, it is still not their fault. It is the fault of an individual, the fault of you and myself, who is always eager to queue on the line to vote for them for 200 naira and one pack of spaghetti. It's rather unfortunate. The scenario is bad. The writing is very, very bad. We need to look inward. We need to start having assessment. This person coming into an office without power in his hand, he has not been elected before. What has he done in his community? What has he contributed? How many lives has he been able to touch? Morally, financially. How does his immediate community look at him? What has been his contributions to the well-being of the members of his immediate community? Track records. Not somebody who will come from nowhere and will tell you, if I win, I'll do this and do that. No, do something first. Let us see you. Do something first. Let us see you. Then we'll now know that this person, by the time he gets there, he has the mind of doing it. And that is the way politics should be. Somebody will come look for a PR person, write a whole lot of notes for him, come and read it for you, and everybody claps. The politics in Nigeria has gone beyond our thinking. It is now the survival of the fittest. It's a win-lose situation. When I win, I take it all. When you lose, you are relegated. I can see the rate at which our politicians are changing party. That tells you that they are only mindful of their interests. By the time, at a point in time, their political party refuse to service their own interests, they tend to what? To dump the political party, join another one, or form another one, try to confuse everybody and the whole that. If you know you are good, why can't you remain in that political party, reform the political party, reform the agenda, reform the policy, and remain there? I think it's high time when Nigeria had to include some clauses into their constitution that if you belong to a political party, you remain there. If your political party refused to deal with you today, you exercise patience. Anytime situation extrail to your own side, then you come in and then participate with them. That is why things are no longer moving. Because if somebody in a quest to become something in the political arena, it changes party from one party to other, PDP, APC, SDP, ADP, and the whole that. In 2015, we saw the scenario where we have a major merger of about how many political parties which navigated the political history of this country. And behold, it was a success. We all believed in what they came with. We all believed in what they said they were going to do. We all believed that they were coming to serve the best interests of this country. And yes, we voted for them. And what happened? We are still complaining. Now we are tired of ABC. It was PDP then. We're tired of PDP, shouting of Boko Haram, shouting of killing the Northwest, the Northeast, thinking, okay, somebody will come in, somebody from the Northwest will come in and then you change the situation and the whole that. And what happened? Nothing really happened. I wouldn't say nothing happened anyway, but we are not satisfied with what he has done. He's a human being, of course. He has tried his best. And there is no way all of us will be contented or be satisfied with what he has done. Now, after about how many years? After about just 10 years or thereabout, we are still shouting, complaining and the whole that this political party creates little or no value for us. As such, we are no longer interested in APC. And some people have started pulling out, thinking of how to form another political party or forming an alliance. Our problem is not the political parties. Our problems are the individuals that are involved in these parties. Our problems can never be the political party. APC do us nothing. PDP did us nothing. But the individuals. The irony of the whole thing is that this same set of people, when the honey was in their mouth, they defend these political parties with their blood and strength. They sold the political parties to us, making us believe that it is the best thing that will ever happen to us. And now some members of those political parties are no longer listening to them or dancing to their tunes. Now, they are now saying the political party has not been the best anymore. That the political party has been infiltrated. It is no longer hygienic for them to stay in that political party, the political party which they form. It is highly pathetic. For me, it's pathetic. Political party is not the problem. Political party can never be the problem of this country. Let us look at the individuals involved Let us assess them. They've occupied several or various offices in their life. What have they done? How does that create value to our lives? What do we really want as individuals, as nation, as a country? What do we want? Unless and until our needs, our want, our aspirations are prioritized, we'll come back next year again and start shouting the same thing, or even worse. I've seen a lady, a core member, making her voice heard concerning the skyrocketing prices of goods and services today, saying that this is her first time living all by herself. All this while, she don't even know how much any of these things cost because they are all at the financial expenses of her parents. Now she's out of the home and she can't even believe that the actual money that the NYC is paying her, that 3,000 naira, cannot even transport her for a month, cannot even pay her transportation bill for a month, let alone feeding. That also generated a lot of, what is it called, different opinions. Some people say she was right, some people say she was rude because she called the president administration as terrible administration. However, that is not the subject of today. Whichever way, the problem of this country is the citizens of the country who have refused to think. We have to start thinking. We have to start looking at ourselves as those people who can bring changes to this country. We should stop looking at the politicians, start looking at them as if they have one special thing in their head and they hold that. No. In fact, you are far better than them. You are far, far better than any other politicians you can imagine in this country. It's not a big deal. To lie is not a big deal. To deceive people into office is not a big deal. The big deal is, and the big thing is, to live a honest life, a humble life, and to earn from your struggle. What should we say? God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you. See you some other time.